Turning now to never-before-seen court documents related to the case against disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. Hundreds of pages were unsealed last night from a civil suit involving Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. Nancy Chen has the story.
Former President Bill Clinton and Britain's Prince Andrew are two of Jeffrey Epstein's most high-profile associates publicly named in the more than 900 pages of mostly unredacted documents released Wednesday. In a 2016 deposition that wasn't unsealed until yesterday, accuser Johanna Schoberg says she was with Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Virginia Giuffre in 2001 when she met Prince Andrew at the millionaire's Manhattan home. She told attorneys that when they were taking a photo, I sat on Andrew's lap and Andrew put his hand on my breast. Giuffre previously said she was forced by Maxwell and Epstein to have sex with Prince Andrew when she was 17. He denied those allegations and told the BBC in 2019 that he didn't know Giuffre.
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady. None whatsoever.
You don't remember meeting her?
No.
They settled a lawsuit out of court in 2022. While the documents help flesh out what many have known about Epstein for years, it is unlikely that the revealed names will lead to more legal action. For example, later in her deposition, Schoberg discussed former President Bill Clinton. She did not accuse him of any wrongdoing, but said that Epstein told her one time that Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. Schoberg also said she had dinner with magician David Copperfield, who was not accused of any wrongdoing, at Epstein's home. She said the star asked her if I was aware that girls were getting paid to find other girls, but testified he told her no specifics about that. Also included in the documents are new details about former Epstein employee Sarah Kellen. Throughout the court records, she's alleged to have directed payments to certain women, scheduled massages for Epstein, and met with alleged victims at his home.
Well, CBS News has reached out to Prince Andrew and Sarah Kellen about the allegations in these documents, and to Bill Clinton and David Copperfield. We have not yet heard back, but Buckingham Palace has previously told the BBC Schoberg's accusations that Prince Andrew groped her were, quote, categorically untrue. In 2019, the former president's spokesperson said Bill Clinton knew nothing about Epstein's crimes. And in 2020, a representative for Sarah Kellen told CBS News that Kellen herself was a victim of Epstein. She knows the pain he caused and deeply regrets having any part in it. So let's bring in CBS News legal contributor Rebecca Roiphe for analysis. So, Rebecca, there was a lot of hype around these documents. We really didn't know what was going to be uncovered, but it doesn't seem like there were any significant revelations. Do they carry any potential implications for anyone that's been named, or perhaps clear names?
Really, it does not. I mean, for the most part, if anybody was hoping to see, their least favorite powerful man listed here as having had sex with an underage woman or soliciting sex with an underage woman, they're going to be sorely disappointed. So for the most part, there really isn't, aren't any revelations. The documents do offer some color for those who have been following, some details, particularly about Epstein and his operation.
Prince Andrew comes up. He's the only individual that comes up that actually settled a separate lawsuit in 2022, without admitting any wrongdoing. And everyone else is not being accused of any illegal activity. Did you find anything in these documents that might be problematic for Andrew or others?
I think there's some more details about Prince Andrew, but most of those had been publicly released already. And so, to the extent that he's facing both personal, political, and some legal repercussions from his associations with Epstein, I think that these are going to support those, but they don't really create new liability.
So do you believe that more documents will be released? So, as I understand it, this was a result of a media inquiry. Is there an expectation that we might find out more information?
Yes, I think so. I mean, this has been an ongoing battle, that has, as you said, was started by media organizations in order to try to uncover these documents that might be in the public interest. The battle continues, and there might be more documents. But part of what the court considers in those circumstances is the privacy of the individuals involved, weigh that against the public interest in having this information. So again, the documents that will be released are unlikely to have, sort of these kinds of smoking gun or bombshell revelations, but there might be more details that come out in the future.
Yeah, and I think, part of the challenge of this conversation about Jeffrey Epstein is that some of those named could also argue that they were his victims, not just his accomplices. And so that complicates the whole conversation. Rebecca, thank you very much.
Thank you.